So I want to dive in. I want to show you the swing, the homers, all the angles, the reaction of his teammates, his reaction to it, and then the ability, like Robert was talking about, to handle the inside pitches. Because right around 21 going into 22, when he went absolutely, went absolutely bonkers with the 62 home runs, he made a subtle change. Okay, I want you to drink this in. Highest weighted run created plus through age 33 season. I just want you to look at the names, and I want you to notice that when you're looking at the top of this, from Babe Ruth to Ted Williams to Ty Cobb to Lou Gehrig, they all hit left-handed. Are we looking at the greatest right-handed hitter of all time? Through age 33 season, you can make the argument. Hot change me to the next one. That's why I just don't want to I don't want it to be taken for granted what Shohei does on the West Coast and what Judge does on the East Coast. Most seasons with a 200 weighted runs created plus, modern era. Okay? He had 204 weighted runs created plus this year, Aaron Judge. Babe Ruth had 9, Ted Williams, Bonds, Judge, Cobb, Mantle, Hornsby. This is the rarefied air this man is moving in. And I think we should just honor the fact that he was able to keep a pitch that looked like it was going to hit him in the neck. Not only hit it out, but keep it fair. It just screams to just diving in, giving yourself to the craft, the offensive profile, everything. I want to get into it. I want to go through the at-bat because Louis Varland, if you didn't know about Louis Varland, he comes over from Minnesota. He goes into the pen and pauses for me real quick. He blew the doors off Giancarlo Stanton in Game 1 with the heater, okay? So these guys are transitioned from starter to reliever. All of a sudden, their heater goes from 94, 95 to a 101. So he's coming at you with just nasty stuff. Hangs a slider that Judge is obviously waiting for a heater. He comes around. Look at the reaction of Judge right there. Run that back for me real quick. And pause it. And he talks about in his postgame all the time being on time. Timing is everything. If I am on time for your best fastball, I'll be ready to react. Well, in that 0-1 count, he gets a four-seamer blown by him. And he makes the adjustment. And 0-2, he runs this upstairs, which is the right pitch probably. It's either slider down the way or elevated heater. But the ability for him to get to this pitch, run that back for me too, because you never see that. As soon as he hits the homer, I would have loved for him, and I would have loved for him to turn to the boys and be like, this is my house. What a moment for him to go around. And I just thought his personality came out. He floated around the bases. I loved his reaction. I loved the reaction of his teammates. Watch him give the double look like, you, what? Give it to me, what? There it is. Show me the reaction of Paul Goldschmidt. Playing with Paul Goldschmidt, Team USA, stoic monster. And to see him kind of unleash this, he was slamming on the dugout, so fired up. I wanted to present this. Leave this for me for a second. I want you to focus on a couple things. I want you to focus on the fact that he's absolutely killing the inner half. You know what? I want to come back out to this shot, but Devin, bring up the boards on the inner half stuff. So take a look. Splits versus inside fastballs. His average 2017 to 21 was 317. Very good, right? 2022 to 2025, it's 395 with a 749 slug. It's first in both categories. So not only can he handle in, he handed like uncomfortable in at 100 miles an hour. And you know you got the short porch and right that he could just pop balls out to right field. So there's really nowhere to go. Bring me back out and leave it for a second. I want you to understand, listen, I don't claim to be a hitting teacher here. I just claim to kind of get you to understand body movements, what guys are trying to accomplish at the plate, that there's not one way to do it. You'll see it a myriad of ways from different guys, but I want you to focus on, because it lights me up. He talks about coiling on this back hip. There is no movement. Once he gets here, this just gets set down as his hips are starting to open. There's nothing moving forward. Run this. Watch that front leg, boom, Stay behind that baseball. Run it back for me one more time. Kids at home, stay behind the baseball. Anything here, it speeds up on you and you're going to be late. Stay behind the baseball. Watch him. The fact he kept that fair was unbelievable. Watch Paul Goldschmidt. You think he reacted like, probably 10 times in his life he's ever reacted like that. So fired up. You see him coil on the back hip and deliver a blow to the baseball with nothing moving forward. Pause this for me. Because he made subtle changes, right? 2021, and he had a monster year in 21. But then in 22, he went 62 homers, and it was, otherworldly stuff. So he has adjusted his hands. The thing I noticed for him in the preset presentation, it was almost like this lean forward where he would land a little hard on his front side. And you can tell now there's that search to kind of create that angle where he's hitting in a phone booth. Run it. And it's been a steady diet of him hammering balls on the inner half. Garrett Crochet, we remember that one. Look at the scene. Top 9, 1-0 losing, goes off the Sitco sign in Fenway. Boom. Noah Cameron tries to get in. Especially in Yankee Stadium, he knows he could fist the ball out to right field. So you want a crowd, and you're seeing a lot of this. The other thing I love, how about the great base running? How about him letting Cody Bellinger get to third base so Giancarlo Stanton can come up and hit a sac fly? Staying in a rundown. Makes the game 6-3. All little facets of the game. Playing good defense in right field for them. Making some divers. Putting this team on his back. Just an awesome night to watch. The other thing, tell me you weren't sitting there waiting for somebody to blow it in the Yankee bullpen. That's what everyone was thinking. How is Booney going to piece this together? But when you dive in on the numbers, the Fernando Cruzes of the world, the David Bednars of the world, they've been throwing the ball. Devin Williams has been throwing the ball pretty good leading into this. So I want to give them their love. Bring up the first board and show how economical they were last night. We got that 6 2/3, 3 runs. Do we have the board with the pitch counts, Nays?
Devin Williams also got 4 outs. He hasn't done that.
All right, real quick. I just want to show you how economical, because I got it right here. Bednar went 21 pitches. Devin Williams, 26. Cruz, 19. Tim Hill, 19. Camilo Doval, 13. They're all ready. They're all ready to go. I want to give them some love. Fernando Cruz comes in after Rodon goes out. And I don't think people realize how nasty. I know we did a tape about a couple days ago talking about Trevor Story almost taking him deep and his reaction to it. But if you watch him take people apart, man, he's got an unhittable split. He gets George Springer to 2 strikes right here. Here it comes. I mean, that thing's like a knuckleball at 82 miles an hour. Do we have the Fernando Cruz board? Look at this, whip percentage leaders. The entire regular season, minimum 150 batters faced. He's at the top. Mason Miller second. How about the mechanic? Dan Plesac named him the mechanic. Tim Hill comes in, gives you an inning and a third. Let's get back into it. Inning and a third and goes through some tough right-handed hitters. So he punches out Addison Barger, top 5. Get him out of it. That's got to be such a tough AB for a lefty. He's coming from behind you, underneath. But then to go through the righties in the 6th, the ground out to George Springer. Officer Davis Schneider just mishit one to the moon, and you could see he looks at him like, I almost clipped that. Yeah, there we go. And then that's the bridge to Devin Williams. He doesn't have to use Luke Weaver. And then tell me you didn't think Devin Williams looked the best he's looked the entire season. He took apart Dalton Varsho right here, who's waiting for a changeup. He goes 4 heaters in a row. You think a changeup's tunneled right now? Nope, 97, top of the zone. And then bring me in the Renegade. Bring me up the boards for Devin Williams real quick. Take a look at this, fastball usage. Last night as compared to regular season, 73% of the time. You think he was feeling it with his heater? It was up almost 1.5 miles. Really good. And he's been fantastic for him. His last 11 appearances, he's only given up 6 hits, no runs, and a 154 batting average. And then let's finish it off with David Bednar. better man off the field than on it, by the way. This guy is absolutely incredible. And what I love about him, he comes at you with a starter's arsenal as the closer. He showed curveball, split, curveball, four-seamer. He gives you the vast array. And his ERA last 50 appearances, $1.38. So Yankees are not dead. Nope. I just went to bed with a huge smile, Robert, because I don't think Aaron Judge needed that moment, but he got to have it.